I'm at Days Inn by Wyndham. And I came down here to see on this fossil mineral show along the I-10 corridor. We call this the Tucson Freeway Gem Shows. Hi, I'm Doc Martin, KREZ-TV, Tucson Mineral Mile and Tucson Freeway Gem Shows. And we're shopping for Seeking the Stone. So we're a proxy gem shopper. And I've just come down to inquire about Miles of Alaska. He's always here, his mother lives here, and I'm gonna see if he's here. But I see a lot of the rooms are not occupied like they were in other years, but the ones that are here, we'll see if they'll give us an interview, we'll take pictures, and bring you more of the 2026 Tucson Gem Shows. I'm Doc Martin from KREZ-TV. Thank you. Well, we'll make us from Ganesh Himal quartz crystals, chlorite, that's what it is chlorite, the green. So I'll make more of a slideshow for you here, but we're here at Days Inn. And they're by Wyndham too, and then we'll go to Pueblo, and that's the Ramada by Wyndham. See ya. Well, Regulus meteorite jewelry, they have meteorites from China. So I guess they make jewelry too. We're just making a slideshow going around here, at least showing you all the signs at the Days Inn. Jewelry enhanced shark teeth. There it is. And these are antler knives. Wow, they're arrowhead and antler knives here at the Days Inn, and some fossils. Look at the fish. Well, with the metal dinosaur along Tucson Freeway Gem Shows, we're on to Pueblo Gems. More dinosaurs on the roam. Stay out of traffic. He is here. Miles of Alaska is here, so we'll get to talk to him. I bet you he remembers me. We'll see him from Miles of Alaska. This is him. These are real artifacts here, but this is Miles of Alaska. That's him talking, so I won't bother him. Well, this is his room, but he's busy right now. We'll be back. This is how I know him. He does books by Alaska. So there's 8 books so far. An ongoing wilderness diary from the interior of Alaska. Well, Miles, that's a handmade knife, huh?
Yeah, that's Damascus. I'm hammering the copper into the steel when I
I've
forge
never
it.
seen Damascus with 2 different metals like that.
And this is wood and resin mixed.
Yeah. But you got these here to make more knife handles later?
Yes, they're artifacts, 2,000 years old.
Isn't that amazing?
And that, see how that would be a knife?
It feels in the... If somebody was working on it a long time ago, weren't they? I mean, these
stone tools.
Yeah, these are marks from thousands of years ago,
yes.
Huh? Yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear you're back here in Tucson. Do you stay here all year, or when do you go to Alaska?
No, I'm a snowbird. We come down in the middle of December. I go back when the snow melts in April.
And Kerbin comes up there to sell.
Yeah.
He gave me his card the other day. Well, I'm glad you've met him.
Yes.
He's a wild man. But anyway, what are these for?
I don't know what everything is for. That would
well, it seems like a line should like a boat,
and the paddle would rest in it.
Oh, I thought maybe if once you hit a seal or something and it was going to drag you, you put it down in that thing on the bow of the boat. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But they
would wrap it around a post.
Oh, wrap it around so they can let it out. Yeah, because they couldn't hold against it.
Because, yeah.
But this looks like something's wore in that thing. See, something got in there like a piece of rope. And we're going, you know, hell, I don't know. And then it's got to hold this away.
That's all to lash it to the gunnel.
Yeah. Or maybe to a
But the paddle could have been wearing as you were using another paddle, or, you know, when the boat's rocking and your paddle is sitting there.
Yeah.
But I'm not the I'm more of a fossil guy. I don't like artifacts that much because the laws change.
Yeah.
They call it grave robbing. They want to know where you got it.
Miles, thanks a lot. See you later. All right, folks. A little interview with Miles of Alaska, showing you the old fossil artifacts and ivory, not ivory, he doesn't have any ivory. It's all old bone and stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna take off. That was really who I came for, but I'm glad we got to see some of the other people here at Days Inn. Thanks for watching the 2026 Tucson Gem Shows, and they're along Tucson Freeway. The Tucson Freeway Gem Shows at Tucson Mineral Mile, KRAZ TV, and even the Zero Channel. Hi, Doc Martin for the Tucson Freeway Gem Shows. Well, I'm down here at the African Art Village, and we're going by to go to the Pueblo Gem Show. So it's free parking for 2 hours right down here in the Mercado. So I met a guy from African Arts Village who told me about the parking situation here and how it's changed and all of that, and it's automated and whatever, but it does have some free parking. So here it is, and I don't see the guy that I was speaking with, but we'll be anyways, back in a minute. But as I walk along here, I'll show you some of the tents and all that as we go by here. African Arts Village. This is also the home of Aqua's Boutiques. A lot of fabrics, a lot of antiques, a lot of weavings, carvings, art. Some old stuff, you know, I'm sure like this stuff here is really old. And Aqua's is right down there. She's been coming 35 years. Or not, well, a lot. And she helps the women of Madagascar. They have a co-op where they do their weaving, and each woman makes one basket that they all sell, each one. So she's got 100 or so baskets from these women in Madagascar, and she says now there's no impoverished women in Madagascar because they all join this co-op and get the money. Well, from our Freeway Tucson Freeway Gem Shows, this is a little tour on our walk towards the Pueblo Gems, and we'll do a exclusive too. But they are also Ramada by Wyndham, and they are on the Tucson Freeway Gem Shows circuits, just like all the other gem shows along Miracle Mile and all that are on the Tucson Mineral Mile circuit. So he was saying we need to do something. I said, well, by Tucson Mineral Mile. There, I talked to him, but he wanted to know more, but he disappeared because he had a friend to go see right away. But anyways, you can own Tucson Mineral Mile for $500 silver dollars, pre-1965. And with that, you get the domain, 2 domain names, the channels, the archives, the .locals, and you can use it as a journalistic venture, networking, PR, campaign. Are you all right? Well, I might get interrupted here. A biker got caught on the tracks here, and it turned his bike over, and I think it twisted him, so I might have to help him there, but that's okay. We'll be back to watch. And besides, somebody needs a little plumbing job. And there goes the streetcar, folks. You could get it to the mineral show here in Tucson too. KRAZ TV. Well, I had to assist the biker back there, so we have curtailed this little trip to the Pueblo Gems, but we will walk through here, I guess, the African Arts Village as we go back, and then somebody wants me to look at a water faucet. Well, this is our bigger walk around. This is the big walk around in the African Art Village. We'll take slides as we go through. A lot of antique bronze. Phaedra, thank you, and wish copia for us.
Will do. Thanks so much. Nice meeting you.
Okay, and just remember you have joint rights for anything and everything I show.
All right, I can't wait to see the
including all of
pictures.
everybody else's.
All right, wonderful.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I want to thank Phaedra there, giving us the status of Kofi there, but she has the, what do you call it, studio in Santa Fe, so he's got some of his work there. So we're just walking around now, some of these booths, and listening to the drums. So maybe we'll go by Akuya's. There's a Akuya right here, no? Where is Akuya? That's not Akuya. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
All right. Nope, not Akuya, but she has beautiful things too. And bells. And spoons. And lots of beads. And bowls. And old statues. Well, we're walking through African Art Village. Pretty cool chairs, laid back. And fabrics, batik, tie-dyed, and I don't know what else. Lots of it here. African Art Village 2026. More of the big cats. A lot of beadwork. Hello. Lots of beadwork here. Okay, well this is our final parting shot from African Arts Village. Goodbye, Akuya. Well, I learned so much from that young man there. Thank you very much for telling me the story of the nails and why the nails are there. It's that the fetish, people that have two agreements or have an agreement come to the fetish and they seal it like a contract in the village by driving a nail in those wooden statues. And so they have statues here where there's thousands of nails, and I'm wondering, how did all those nails get there? And today, in 2026, I found out why. Because they're a contract marker. So, I didn't know. I learn every time a new place. So from African Arts Village, remember you can buy Tucson Mineral Mile and get some great ideas and take off running, because we've been doing it 15 years. I'm 75. And it's involved way more than myself now. So there's 300 dealers just along the Mineral Mile. So somebody needs to take that up and run with it and keep it as a tradition. Just like Tucson has been a tradition in the mineral shows for 72 years. I'm Doc Martin. Come to KRAZTV or .com, or go to TucsonMineralMile.com, and there you can communicate with us about owning that website and the whole PR package, branding.